Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to go beyond the headlines and get into the stuff that matters.
Exactly.
Today, we're looking at some recent notes from Notes on Dieting. There's a post from July 19th, 2025 called Self-Test Health Kits, Hype or Help?
Quite the title.
It really is. And it digs into something we've all felt, right? How the pandemic years really fundamentally shifted how we think about health.
Oh, definitely. A huge shift.
So the big question we're tackling is this. These self-test health kits popping up everywhere. Are they genuinely a new chapter in tracking our own health?
Or is it maybe more about the buzz, the hype, rather than actual reliable help?
Precisely. And the source material has some, well, let's just say surprising observations, especially about pharmacies and, believe it or not, bubble tea shops.
Okay, intrigued already. Let's get into it.
Right. So first off, the source really hammers home this point about health awareness. It's just undeniable, isn't it? How much more tuned in people seem to be now.
It's true. The author calls it strikingly evident. And if you think about the implications, it points to, well, a society that's become much more proactive, maybe even anxious about health.
Yeah, proactive, looking for answers.
And this isn't just a passing thing. It seems to be driving people to find, new ways, accessible ways to keep tabs on their well-being.
Which leads directly to this observation the author made, something they called, almost ironic, the pharmacy paradox.
The pharmacy paradox, okay.
Yeah. They noticed that in a lot of busy areas, pharmacies are becoming almost as common as bubble tea shops.
No kidding. That specific comparison.
Yep. They gave a really vivid example. On a recent grocery run, they actually manually counted.
They counted.
They counted 3 pharmacies and 5 bubble tea shops,
Yeah.
all on one popular business street.
Wow. 3 pharmacies, 5 bubble tea shops. That paints quite a picture.
Doesn't it?
It really does. And that paradox the author mentions, it's this strange parallel, right? Health services, specifically pharmacies, side by side with, well, pure leisure, like getting your prescription filled next to grabbing a sugary drink.
It's convenient, maybe too convenient.
Well, that's the question it raises. Is it just a trend, or is it saying something deeper about how we view health now? It's almost like health has become another commodity, another quick stop in our daily errands.
Integrated right into the retail landscape.
Exactly. It kind of normalizes health issues maybe, but also potentially trivializes the solutions. You almost joke, like the source hints, are we going to get flu shots at the bubble tea drive-thru next?
Yeah, maybe not that far, but it makes a point. And building right on that retail presence, the author then notes this big increase in the types of self-test kits you see on those pharmacy shelves.
Right, not just pregnancy tests or blood sugar monitors anymore.
No, way beyond that. They specifically mentioned kits for things like vitamin D deficiency.
Vitamin D, that makes sense?
Yeah, and the source points out why it's such a common concern now, says it's partly due to years of pandemic-induced lockdowns that limited sunlight exposure. So there's a clear reason people are worried about it.
Definitely. And that brings up the appeal of these kits, right? The convenience factor.
A huge factor.
For a lot of people, it feels like an easy way to check on something without needing a doctor's appointment right away. Collect a sample at home, maybe a finger prick for blood or saliva.
Send it off. Get results. Seems simple.
It seems simple, and the concerns they target are real. Vitamin D deficiency, as you said, is widespread. Lockdowns probably did make it worse for many. So the market is definitely responding to a genuine, perceived need.
Okay, so there's convenience, there's a response to real concerns. Seems like a point for the help side.
It does initially.
But I sense a but coming. Does the source just accept this, or is there skepticism?
Oh, there's definitely skepticism. The author shifts gears pretty quickly to their own pretty strong reservations about the accuracy of a lot of these kits.
Right. It's not just about what they claim to test for.
Exactly. It's about whether the results they give back are actually reliable. Can you trust them?
And this is where the hype argument really comes in.
Yes, precisely. The author puts forward this suspicion that maybe the popularity of these kits is, and I'm quoting loosely here, more a product of the heightened health awareness during the pandemic than a testament to their reliability.
So we're buying them because we're more anxious about health, not necessarily because they're proven to be super accurate.
That's the core question the source raises. It really pushes you, the listener, to think about that difference. Is it real, verified effectiveness driving sales, or is it that general health anxiety we talked about?
It's a critical distinction.
It is. The worry isn't necessarily that the science behind testing for vitamin D, for example, is flawed. It's more about the application. Can a home kit, used by anyone, consistently get a good sample?
And can people interpret the results correctly?
That too. Without a doctor's context, what does a number really mean?
Yep.
Could it lead to, false reassurance or unnecessary panic? It's that potential gap between the promise and the reality of home testing.
That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, everyone agrees being more aware of health is generally good.
Absolutely, a positive outcome.
But the real sticking point, the fundamental question the source leaves us with is whether these specific tools, these self-test kits, are actually delivering reliable information. Are they truly helpful or just tapping into that awareness?
Yeah, that's the crux of it. So just to kind of pull that together, we've seen this lasting impact from the pandemic on how we all think about health.
Right, leading to that weird but fascinating pharmacy versus bubble tea shop landscape.
And that awareness has definitely fueled the rise of these self-test kits, offering what seems like easy answers for things like vitamin D levels.
But, and it's a big but, the source urges caution. A healthy dose of skepticism about whether the hype outweighs the actual help.
Encouraging you to really question the reliability.
So, thinking about all this, what does it mean for you listening right now? When you're navigating your own health journey with all this information and these tools available, how do you use this heightened awareness in these accessible tests wisely?
How do you make genuinely informed choices for yourself?
Yeah.
And maybe the final thought to leave you with, building on the source. In this world of increased health focus and endless products promising answers, how do you actually tell the difference? How do you sort out the real health solutions from, well, just clever marketing or passing trends?
What role does your own critical thinking play in all this?
Exactly. How crucial is that critical filter in managing your own health today? Something to really mull over.